Hello everyone. Hi. Welcome to my channel again. I am planning from September 12th through September 18th. And wow, does that seem like this is halfway through September. So wow. And I realized that I had two types of stickers here I was going to use today. I was originally going to do these because I thought, well, it's not quite fall yet, but it's getting awfully close and I have Halloween stickers. So I'm going to start on fall. It's so close. So like the first day of fall is right here on the 22nd. So we'll be a little early to that. And I think that would be kind of fun. I know in the Pacific Northwest, we aren't seeing colors like this. I don't think a lot of people are yet, but I really want to use some of these apples because our apples on our apple trees are already falling. We have two in the back and we have to pick those up before the lawn people come on Monday morning, our lovely landscapers who don't want to mow over apples or especially mushy ones. So, yeah, that's this upcoming week. I'll leave this here. To look back on last week, it got overwhelming. So I actually went and penciled in a couple things right before starting today. And as I'm talking, I can light my candle here. Linked below if you need to. No affiliate link on this one. Just love the candle. And let's see. So it was my son's first week of school. Oh, and that's my water bottle that made that noise. We met with the teacher beforehand. Pardon me. And it went so well. I have a really good feeling about her. She's really on it and she's really listening. And last year we had a little trouble with that. So, yeah, it just feels really good. It really helped my son to see like the classroom and see where everything was at and just get his bearings. Like it's really important for him to kind of understand where everything's at. And yeah, that we requested to have a special desk right outside the room in case he gets overwhelmed. But they have a great window that he can look into and still kind of can hear right through the doorway. Because sometimes he can get really overwhelmed with proximity. He is sitting towards the back of the class and he might move around a little bit as things go. But he came home like super tired every day, which is very much expected because has not been around that many people. And we're giving him a lot of room. He's playing games right now. You'll probably hear him. But we're just giving him a lot of room for his body to rest. It's a no homework classroom, finally. We kept hearing of these types of classrooms where they really try to focus on doing as much in class as possible and him coming home and just chilling, which has been our dream. But he also has in his IEP that he gets extra time to complete things. And so we're thinking of having him focus on that kind of thing, not right after school, because by then his brain is pretty tired. So like just on the weekends. So far in the 3 days that we've had, it's worked. He's turning in stuff during class. And we practiced so much last year with doing that. And that's not easy because I wasn't good at that either. I was too distracted by people nearby. I could not like sit and focus. And like if it was writing out like an essay just during class, no, I would take it home and try to turn it in the following day, but I didn't have an IEP, so yeah. So right in here, I stopped writing. I stopped using my planner for quite a few days. I did have my digital planner I was kind of looking at to support myself through, so I knew when things were happening. But I had to kind of come back to this today and kind of see what was going on. So right now I am filming. And business stuff right now I kind of put on hold a little bit and have been playing with my schedule overall. I'm really have tried multiple times to kind of put together a cool video on kind of scheduling all throughout the year and how cycles look and how does your life fit in like a 2-week cycle? Does it fit in a monthly cycle of some kind? Meaning groceries or appointments or whatever that is. So I was hoping to have it out before now, but it takes some time and I'm still working through it. So it'll come. And so I have apples here because we need to pick up those apples. And I think that's it. Oh, and then so for my podcast, it's linked below if you're interested. I am on episode 60, I think, on Monday. I'm trying to think. I'm right around there. And I do 3 a week. And this last week, I couldn't keep up with promoting them on social media. They all went up and they're all out there live, but I just did not have the bandwidth to promote them much. So, I need to kind of go back and put up a few of those posts just because one of the social media accounts has all the episodes on there. So I just want to catch up with those. But I need to kind of figure that out. I still want to put out 3 a week. It's just how many am I promoting and putting in my stories and stuff like that. And because it just got to be a little bogged down. So that's what I'm kind of looking at with cycles is like, how can I kind of rebalance some things? Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, and then I took Monday, since we had Monday off, and I had this wonderful experience. I just went out by myself and I just was like chilling. Because I start my infusions next week, I'm not going to be out in public much and just trying to keep myself safe. My son is bringing home enough germs right now, and we're all just prioritizing rest and water, and we all have our boosters done. Actually, my husband just got his done yesterday, and my mom today, literally 40 minutes ago. And, but we're still still had just 2 more flu shots to get. So my mom and my husband both got their second boosters and their flu shots together. And it wasn't too bad. Their arms hurt just a little bit more, at least, from what I've heard of my mom's in the last 40 minutes. But, for my husband last night, it was came back, took some Tylenol, rested. But he's doing okay today, just a little slower. It wasn't too bad to have them both together. And a lot of pharmacies and doctors are saying just do them together. So that's what I'm going to do at the end of the month. And because I want to get the updated one and get my flu shot. And then my mom's dog got her shots yesterday on Friday. It's like everyone's just getting their shots this month. Much like we all got our tetanus shots all within the same month. It was funny. Maybe I got mine a month earlier, but we all had ours done this year. So my son and my husband and my mom and me. Yeah. So we're now good for 10 years. Anyway, shots, fun. I went to go look here and see how I did on my goals. This was kind of sparsely done. Yeah, I was a lot more stressed out than I thought. Maybe you can tell in my last video. I don't know, but I haven't watched it. But I was looking back through things and I was like, I'm just not using this much. My attention is elsewhere. And then I also had to do like a mini escape for myself. And yeah, take some time out for myself. And it was lovely. It was lovely. I was seeing the first signs of fall, which was my entire goal. That was my entire goal. And I was just so happy, so happy to experience that. And get to smell all the candles, get to smell all the things, be outside a little bit, be around people, because we're not around a whole lot of crowds much. And it was just nice to see people enjoying themselves and just enjoying the last days before like deep into school stuff again and work and rainy days. So I loved it. I wouldn't, I'm surprised myself. I really did surprise myself, because it was like, if how do I explain this? If I'm under that much pressure, I'm usually like, no, I just have to focus. But we had lined everything up. We had all the snacks in the house. We saw the teacher, or we were about to. There wasn't anything else to do other than kind of drift into fall and kind of enjoy it. And so I'm like, you know what? I got to do this. So when I say be in the moment here, it was very intentional. And I think I did talk about that last time. And I did really well on sleep and water. I got a brand new water bottle. It's too tall to see. And it's been working really great. I know that I can fill it twice. It's a 32 ouncer. And it's just really comfortable to use it and to know how much I'm drinking. So lots of wins, I think. So I think I didn't really put this, but I kind of invited Flo up here. And let's see, music, definitely, yeah, I was listening to music. We watched the Apple event. That was kind of, we're Apple people since, you know what? Let's see if I can do this. Right in my, I think I can do this. Yep. In my desk here. I did not plan to do this. We have the original iPhone. And so for us, we know it's a product. It's a company that makes money. But this was the original one, that 8 gigabyte that my husband bought. We have a charger for it. It might start up. Haven't tried. But this was the original little baby guy. We do have a few more versions here. Actually, I should get this one out for my son. What do we got here? I just have kept them all. I was not planning on doing this. Let's parade these out. Make this Apple fan thing. So this was before this was my, I think it was a color screen iPod. So music, and you could have some pictures there and flip through them. So we bought these personally. Let's see, this one. Then there was, I can't remember. This one's kind of rounded too. We just like keeping these around, just like, oh, this was the plastic rounded one. So this was still an 8 gigabyte. And then there was this form factor. Then they went to, see how broken that is. Like the straight beveled edges that eventually came back. So I think this was mine. I was a little later to buying them. Then, I don't remember having this one. Unless this was, no, my husband traded his in. I'm not sure exactly where that one came from. These were the colored ones that neither one of us had. I think this was from somebody's work. So we just like collecting the form factors of them. We have a little tech graveyard down here. Let's see. No, I don't think I can reach. We have a Palm Pilot somewhere. Anyway. Yeah, and so like this was my old one. that we're gonna get working for my son, just to have something around. He's in 6th grade and he might start walking home from school. But anywho, there you go. I also have like antique cameras down here. And oh, we have like a dock or something. But yeah, I have like antique cameras too. So it kind of goes with my camera collection. Anyway, so we're in Apple and we watched, and the goal for myself was to not want to buy the new one, because I have this camera right here. This I use in my phone. Is a 12, and I'm just about to, I did the monthly thing, so I'm just about to pay it off, and I really don't want to buy another one. Excuse me. My husband's is a year newer. He has the 13, and I was like, I just don't want this year's 14. It's fine. It's doing just fine. It's doing wonderful, capturing these and doing all the other things I need. So the watches were interesting. I do like the advancements that they're making, and I'm just trying to see. I have like a 1st generation watch, and then I never bought any more. So, and I still wear that sometimes, especially if I want to make sure that in an emergency I can call from that if I hold down the button. So, yeah, I just kind of keep it around for safety reasons. And it's interesting what they're doing with them. I know at some point they're going to like incorporate like blood pressure into that, and I would definitely be into that, but it's going to be quite a while. It's hard to make blood pressure take it on your wrist. Anyway, moving on. I was planning on working on my website tonight. There's this one website I want to update, and I feel like now that school has started, I feel like I can wrap my head around that now. Went to therapy. That was a really good session. The med bills, we got one more, in the EOB, but they haven't charged us yet. So we know exactly how much we need to pay, and about what we expected. But there was one part that we didn't quite, but then we're like, oh yeah, that makes sense. So we're just waiting for that like combined bill. Yeah, the title hasn't come yet for the car that we paid off. It is processing. So I think they said by September 18th they'll have it sent out. So that's like this next week. So we'll see. We'll see if it takes a little while to do that. And I did do some more work in the garage. If you saw in my previous video when I do Tiny Tuesdays. And I just took some time. I had some boxes and donations and put those all together. And that reminds me, I have to put donations. They're in my car. I have to take them now. The hair cycle is still struggling a little bit. I'm going to keep practicing on that. So when I go to my goals this week, yeah, let's transfer those over. And let's see. So hair, still practicing. Because I'm just thinking like today is not how I wanted, counting out how many days. I wasn't quite successful this week, and that's okay. That gives me some more information, and I'm going to keep going with that. So transfer over med bills. I really think that we'll be paying those this week. I'm on Tidal Watch. See if that comes. Donations. I could probably do that after dropping my son off at school. That would be really nice one of these days. Maybe I can pencil that in towards the latter of the week, later in the week. CMS website. I know what I want this to look like, so now I just have to execute it. I have it in my brain. And then I want to watch some more biz videos. And I've been trying, because I haven't been able to do that, and now I'm going to like pencil in actual days that's going to happen, because I think that's going to help a little bit more. I'm just noticing that September, because it's so dark, the blue color, it's coming through these pages a whole lot more than the previous month. Like here, yeah, like if you notice here, like it wasn't coming through that much, but this, I keep thinking they were like little stamps or something. Anyway, so a new thing for fun is Sense. I am really playing with Sense. I'm looking at it and it doesn't look spelled right, but I think I'm thinking of senses. Like I want to put an E in there. Anyway, so that includes candles and perfume, and I've been just enjoying smells. And I did a podcast episode that's coming out next week about that, if you want to subscribe down below. They're all short. All my podcast episodes are less than 15 minutes. So you can listen to them on your next, like errand that you're running or making dinner or something. It's pretty short. Where am I inviting Flo? Now I can invite it back down to Biz, because that's, and so this week I get my infusion, number 1. Mostly I'm going to be tired. That's the biggest thing. So I have it lined up that my husband and my mom are helping out with pickup, drop-off stuff just for the first 24 hours. Hopefully it doesn't linger too long, like Tuesday's covered as well. And we'll see. We'll see how I am doing after that point. And so lots of water. It's not like something I can really take pain meds unless it gives me a headache. We'll just see. We'll see how I react to this, if I have any reactions. Sometimes I can be super sensitive to things. I've tried a lot of different meds before, and a lot of meds I just have to stop because my body doesn't do well with it. So, journal and message for that. Let's see. Oh, and sleep. Really prioritizing like going to bed on time for the whole family. We're all just like, as I said, if we prioritize rest, we'll be able to fight off more things. Yeah, because my husband's high risk too. So we're just trying to be careful. Be careful. I'm trying to think. And music here. Yeah. Okay, so why don't usually I do this a little bit later, but so all of these are staying pretty clean. Let's see if I can have them come straight out, straight back in, just so that I don't have to do them as often. And everybody I see who has these markers, they're all a mess. It's just how they are. Whoop. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. And because I'm concentrating so much, I'm not talking. Oh, I see a little bit there. I don't normally do this. If you look at my past videos, I'm not this careful. I'm just performing an experiment to see, like, if I slow down, does it help? You know? Oh, I'm going to try this little guy. This is the one that doesn't have the other tip on it. Oh, that is kind of greeny gray. Try new things, right? Okay. So, and then, yeah, wins over here are like school went great, flowers, and then having some time to myself on Labor Day. What worked is just team teaming up on mornings. My husband and I, like, it's been really working great, and meeting the teacher was excellent. Something was making space for big things, like my my son starting school meant that I really had to push off a lot of things. So things fell off of my schedule because I was doing something big or that took up a lot of my energy, and that was okay. Using my senses, slowing down. And then so this next week, trying my new schedule, seeing how tired I am. And, oh, my husband's starting to cook our salmon salad tonight. Salmon and green salad, because we have pasta salad tomorrow night. So a lot of feeling like happy, relieved. I'm feeling like this reclamation of my time and energy. Mild temps. I'm looking forward to like seeing some more signs of fall. So I wanted to start with this, and I'll give you a little sneak peek. You can go on the website and see, but this is what I have coming up for Halloween, and I am so excited. This is really long. I might have to cut this in half or drape it on this side. I was just thinking, like, what day of the week is Halloween? Well, this is the 30th. It's a Monday. So it actually, oh my goodness, this is interesting. So it's here, which is into November. Huh. So maybe I need to put it here. I don't know. We'll just have to figure that out. But I thought those were so cute. I'll use those in October, which is why I wanted to use these now. We'll sticker this up, and then I got my cards here. So we're having like a combination of, let's see if I can do this, green leaves right now. So that's why I'm putting these on. Let's see if I can tear this corner off. I ordered a new tool to slice. That'll probably come by next week. Yeah. See if I like those. And I was gonna see if anyone wants to comment below. What have you been enjoying? This is too close here. This is why I don't write on the top line. I've been, okay. So for some reason, my like go-to right now that I'm craving is like fall in New York shows, movies, photos, YouTube videos, anything that's like New York right now. And usually I get that more in the holidays, but for some reason this year I'm just totally into it. So watching some new shows, watching some shows that are my favorites. So this is to remind us that we need to be picking up our apples in the backyard from here on out. Let's see. Ooh, the mushrooms are really cute. I might wait a little bit on those. Now the squirrels are active everywhere right now. And I do have one more. So let's put that little guy right there. And then I'll put these. I don't have any other orange ones of these, but they'll work. These will work here. What else? So what do you enjoy watching this time of year? Is it movies? Is it shows? Is it TV shows? Is it podcasts? I will say I am very much into true crime. And it started, well, I always have, but I always loved like Masterpiece Mystery growing up. I would watch Hercule Poirot. I don't do a French accent very well, but we would very much enjoy Agatha Christie with the family. And especially on like a Saturday night, we would all watch together. Now, normally I don't care if these line up, but I'm just curious how I'll feel with these just a little bit more lined up. Like, these aren't perfect, but to me they're a little bit more. Yeah, I'll just see. I'll see how that makes me feel. Like, if it's not that big of a deal, I won't worry about it. We also picked up some acorns this week. I'm going to put these over here. Where? Yeah, just right around here. Because they're looking for them right now. What else? Kind of thinking of like school. Birds are kind of coming through. You want to have them kind of falling, right? They're not growing, they're falling. So just kind of doing that. Is that all I need? I think I'll put like the actual autumn ones. This is a really big one, but I think I'll put that next week for like the first day. And what else is kind of inspiring me? We have the apples on there already, although there's quite a few apples on here. I like the lantern one too. Maybe that's the last one I'll put on here, is, I'll put an apple here to remind me. They should be picked up by them because they are going to come during the day. There are two, but because I'm enjoying all the scents, like was talking about, yeah. Okay, so my cards this week. The first one was renewal. Ooh. I mean, all the detail in here. Okay, let me reach across the candle and look at my book here. Renewal. If it doesn't fit, try something new. No failure in moving on or starting over. You can't look at those as failures. Although I talk a little bit about that in my podcast, and then I read this after, and I was like, you can call them a failure if you just want to like identify them as like it didn't meet the goal, but I didn't know what else to call it. So, but I really much feel like it's not really a failure. It's information you're receiving back, so you can try again. Let's see. Oh, trying something new doesn't mean it's lifelong. I thought that was really critical because a lot of times we don't try something because we don't want to keep doing it. And I thought that was, so what does it have to do with renewal? I don't know exactly. I'm not making the connection right now. I picked these yesterday. So listen, your heart is calling, trying something new, starting over. I think that's the renewal part. So renewal can be like replenishing, but this is more like trying again. So yeah. Okay, that feels good now. 3 of Earth. And you'll hear my husband whistling a little bit. Teamwork. Building on solid foundations with group efforts, dedicated collaboration. We're all learning and growing. So I really like that. The 5 of Shells, which I really liked. My friend sent me this beautiful card not too long ago that had a bunch of fireflies on it. I can see it. I can't reach it like my old iPhones. And she was like, that could be a symbol that we can both kind of reflect upon. And I totally agree. So for fireflies here, it's a shell card, which is water, which is interesting. But it's for hope and readjustment. Spark to light the way to hope. Illuminator. Things are not always what they seem. Allowing beauty and grace into life. Promise of repairing a broken spirit with faith in yourself. Yes. And she very much needs to hear. I think that reminds me, I took pictures of this card and I did not send them to her. So I want to send that to her because I think it's really poignant for her. And I have like a dragonfly tattoo, but I am thinking about also a firefly. And my last card is Four of Cups. Break from the crowd and tend to your own energy without distraction. So in this, she looks a little sad, but it's concentrating on energy. And I think definitely I want to kind of focus on that after my infusion. So yeah, let me put this book down. And let's write these all out real quick. Renewal, Three of Earth, Five of Shells, boop, and Four of Cups. So those are both kind of earth and water. And then the full moon in Pisces was technically this morning, right? Sorry, I hit the camera. It was 3 a.m. this morning. I was going to film yesterday, but I didn't, so it's actually after that point. But if you're into moon stuff, it's kind of like a couple days before, a couple days after. It's just kind of the energy of it. So balance, spirituality, and practicality. Also a lot of dreaming. And full moon is about letting go. So you can't say you can let go of dreams that no longer suit you. You can let go of just things that don't fit your life anymore and rebalance in that way. So full moon Pisces, which is also water. Let's see. So for appointments, I put my infusions on here. So my next one is 2 weeks after this. Next part is putting on my little icons. And so I'm trying this cycle of every other week I have therapy, and then on every other week between that, I am food shopping. So I want to put the order in here to pick up here, which would normally be my therapy time. And I just love that those are every 2 weeks, so I can tackle both in like the same time slot, if that makes sense.